If you've ever shopped around for health insurance, you know it can be overwhelming and a very confusing process.
A North Carolina woman is sharing what happened to her when she thought she signed up for major medical health insurance.
But all she got was rejected claims and charges for services she says she never received.
Consumer investigator Caroline Hicks is on your side with red flags you should be on the lookout for so you don't fall into a similar trap.
It gives me goosebumps now to think about it again. This was just cruel.
That's how Elizabeth Gildersleeve describes the ordeal that ensued after signing up for a health insurance plan in 2023.
I tried to go through the marketplace and it was extremely expensive.
So she looked into other options.
It was a very, very frustrating process. I was kind of meeting walls like, well, we only cover this, we won't cover this.
That's when she came across a company called Cambridge Health, PHCS.
He took me through the whole process. Said it was, met all the criteria for Obamacare and it was major medical.
When did you start realizing that maybe what you purchased was not what you thought it was?
I had an experience where I had to have an MRI and I was told it would be paid at 70% and I was willing to pay the extra 30%. And come to find out they didn't pay anything at all.
Then she noticed the company name kept changing.
When I first got the insurance, it was this Cambridge Health, PHCS. At one point it was called Quick Health. When I was trying to get my refund, it was called Benefits Now.
She canceled her plan over the phone after that first year, but the charges did not stop. The first time it happened, she called and got a refund, but then it happened again.
I'm like, you already refunded me, you know I canceled it. And so they did refund that one. But then they turned around and charged me again a week later and again a month later.
She says she spent hours on the phone with people who claimed they'd removed the charges, but that did not happen until she got her bank involved.
So I had $12,000 of outstanding charges on my credit card. I gotta tell you, I lost sleep over it. It was like a kick to the gut.
She filed a complaint with the North Carolina Attorney General's office. She also contacted the North Carolina Department of Insurance, but was told they could not intervene. A spokesperson confirming to me, quote, "These are not insurance companies and the plans do not fall under the department's jurisdiction." The Department of Insurance has received 21 complaints about these so-called companies in the past 5 years.
Your health is too important to be tricked into something.
Barry Smith with the North Carolina Department of Insurance says people should be wary of plans that seem too good to be true, companies that are contacting you instead of the other way around, and
if they are trying to pressure you, hey, sign up, we'll give you a deal today. We're going to give you this price, and it's a really good price today. Tomorrow, it's going to be a higher price. That's a big red flag. Insurance companies that are legitimate are not going to do that.
Gildersleeve hopes sharing her struggle can save others the same headache.
I made myself a promise that if I had an opportunity to speak out and inform people, maybe somebody would not have to go through what I went through.
I started looking into the companies she was getting charged from. It turns out in May of this year, 2 companies doing business under some of these names, including Quick Health and Benefits Now, and 4 of the businessmen behind them were charged in a nationwide telemarketing fraud scheme. According to the indictment, they operated a call center and purported to act as brokers of insurance, selling discount health and dental plans over the telephone to tens of thousands of individuals throughout the U.S. All of the defendants have pleaded not guilty, and the trial is set to start next year. Now, when it comes to vetting health insurance companies, here are some of the questions Smith at the Department of Insurance says you should be asking. 1, are pre-existing conditions covered? 2, what will my copay and premiums be? 3, what is not covered? 4, is my doctor in network for this plan? And 5, is this major medical insurance, a medical discount plan, or something else? You can also call the Department of Insurance. Consumer advocates are there to answer your questions. For contact information, find this story under WBTV.com. I'm Caroline Hicks with your Consumer Solutions. Back to you.